It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots coming up next.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway in Foxborough. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta.
In a storied career that has spanned 14 seasons and nearly 60,000 yards through the air, we're seeing a brand new chapter for Matt Ryan this year. With Atlanta in a rebuild, Ryan was dealt to Indianapolis, who is their sixth Week 1 quarterback in 6 seasons. One of the most decorated quarterbacks still active, this move will keep Ryan on a contender as he chases his first career Super Bowl title.
Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Ryan. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Play action. It's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Now Ryan. This is caught. Touchdown Colts. Mo Alley Cox. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. That time a 6-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who was the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nice first down pickup there by Alec Pierce. If you want to talk about underrated athletes from the 2022 draft, you must include his name. Excellent size, runs a 4.4 40, and can jump out of the building. You want to add some toughness in there? He played linebacker for a while at the University of Cincinnati. He fits what Indianapolis is looking for to a T.
On first down, Ryan. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Oh, look at the juke. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Oh, a good move at the front. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Well.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones, Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 39, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Dayo Odangbo. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. Folk's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the 1st half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that 1st half for the Colts. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the 2nd half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Open man right side, Myers. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan. And he'll just get rid of it.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Out to his left. And this one too low. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run once more with Taylor. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Jones. He's got Henry. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Now Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They run for it with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here's Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Folk connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England.